Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. I'm Kevin. It's time again for another pocket dump deconstruction. It's Saturday, April 23rd, 2016. What you see right there is basically what I'm carrying today. It's my EDC, and it's basically the picture that I took and posted on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken if you'd like to follow my Instagram. I just posted it just 7 minutes ago. Turned my iPhone 6S Plus to video, and now it's time to deconstruct this pocket dump and play with a bunch of knives. Hint, 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 hint. It's Saturday, April 23rd, 2016. So here's the thing. Saturday and Sundays, I think I said this last weekend, I'm recording these in the morning, just like I always do, except usually I record them, I set them on my very, very slow internet to go up to YouTube. I'm at work, and usually by the time I'm about ready to come home or an hour after I come home, it is live on YouTube. I can do all the little typey things, and you guys have it the same day. On the weekend, I'm at home enjoying myself, watching HBO, all catching up on all my YouTube knife friends. Shout out to GP Knives. I'm not close friends with them, but I love their site. It's quick knife reviews, but also I think they sell knives as well, but also gave me a sneak peek of 2 brand new Spydercos that I should have in-house next week. So thank you and shout out. Love your channel. Anyway, and so what happens is, because I'm using my internet and it's slow, it can only do one thing at a time, usually you get these overnight. So you'll get these, I know all of you don't follow me every single day, and that's cool. Some of you do. And you'll get your notice if you have subscribed early in the morning, overnight. Same thing on Sunday. It's just because I'm being lazy and watching the internet. All right? So on the weekends, we do this every single day, 7 days a week. It's just on Saturday and Sunday so that I can keep doing it every day a week. I upload it a little later. One day, I'll do the expense of upgrading my internet, but not right now. All right? Just wanted you to know that. When you watch this, you'll know that every weekend you'll just get them a little later, but still every single day. Now let's do this real quick, since I went off script big time. I'm trying to keep these smaller. The coin for today, my lucky coin today, is the good old US of A silver, 1 ounce silver eagle. There you go. Lady Liberty on the front. That is my good luck charm for this Saturday. Oh man, I have to tell you, I really love this Cohiba. If I had a huge humidor, half of it would be filled with the Cohiba Lancheros. I just really love these thin, wonderful cigars. And I don't know, maybe because of some Westerns I used to watch growing up, it just makes me feel like Hollywood. Plus it tastes great. Before Cohiba was a thing to all of us, it used to be the Cuba's private diplomatical kind of label. So all of the special guests that they would have in, they'd give them a Cohiba Lanchero. I just love it though. I really love it. The watch for this Saturday is my tag chronograph. Yes, it's the Sebenza of the watch world. That's what I say. I'm sure there's probably 10 people who would like to argue with me on that. Anyway, I love the tag. The wallet is one of my old 20-year-old wallets. Today it's vodka. All weekend it's vodka. Someone asked me, I need to go faster, but someone asked me real quick. I want to talk to everyone. Someone asked a question, not on YouTube, but on Instagram a couple of weeks ago when I had my, I said, oh, I had my flask. And they said, why do you carry a flask on the weekends? Well, first, when I step out, I like to have the flask. The other reason, young folks, there's this thing called restraint. Now, for a man who shows you all these knives and has over 500 knives and collects coins and watches and Cuban cigars and all that, not a lot of restraint. So that, I think, is a great question. And to be honest with you, every morning I fill up my flask, even on the weekend, with what I want to drink. And yes, I don't have so much of a problem that I should never drink. But I do, just for me, it's personal. I'm glad someone asked this question, though, because maybe you should try this too. I do this so that when my flask is empty, even if I'm home, before I go in my cabinet and pull out my wonderful glass to pour more, I know that I just finished a flask full of booze. So it just gives me a minute or two to go, let's wait a little bit. Let's puff on this cigar a little longer before getting more booze. Now, after saying all that, 95% of the time, I get more booze. I'm a man. Get over it. Anyway, I did want to answer that question. It was a great question. So now let's talk about the knives. Took me long enough, right? Hey, it's the weekend. I'm chatty. I'm sorry. My keychain knife, man, I am falling in love with my UTX-70. It's the Microtech UTX-70. I know most people say it's a wimpy knife, or hey, my wife has one, my girlfriend has one. I just think it's a wonderful keychain knife. I really do. 2.4-inch blade. The overall size is like, they list it as 5.75 inches, so like almost 5.8 inches long, but it's so thin, so light, so small. The reason I like it on my keychain is because I can play with it. Now, I'm allowed to have, I can't believe I couldn't do, that's the first time the UTX-70. My thumb is getting out more and more as I get older and older. Anyway, I really love it as a keychain knife. In fact, I almost pulled the trigger on another one from Blade HQ. I have my eye on that's special and does all kinds of things. Looks the way I want it to look. Here's the deal. It comes in a lot of different colors, a lot of different blade shapes. This one is a dagger blade shape, Elmax steel, but I really love it. The thing about these little blades, though, they aren't cheap. This is probably the cheapest with the dagger point Elmax steel at like, I don't know, $230 or so for this little knife. I do love them, though. As they get fancier, they get a little bit more expensive. But man, I really like them. I wouldn't mind a bunch of these if I had the money. I don't. Taxes. Won't mention it again. That's the keychain knife. My second knife, the medium knife, man, I did go through a number of things before I chose this one. This is that special Spyderco Car Arms knife. Spyderco teamed up with the Car Arms folks. They are the designer of a really nice compact handgun. They sell handguns. They're really wonderful. They approached Spyderco and said, look, we want to, the folks who buy our guns, we want to give them a legal knife that they can use for self-defense as well as everyday use. So what they did was they took a Delica 4. This is just like any other Delica 4. I can't believe I didn't bring out a regular Delica. Anyway, Delica 4. And what they did then was working with Michael Janik. Now, Michael Janik is a wonderful knife designer, self-defense artist, knife self-defense artist. And what they did was they carved down the knife. Now, this is VG10 steel. Everything is just like the Delica except for this blade. They did that so that it would look like what Janik believes is the best self-defense shape for a blade. Hey, that's the Yojimbo. That's the original Yojimbo from Spyderco. See the shape of the blade? He likes that. He really does. Comes down to a tip for cutting, and then it can move all over the place. Michael Janik is on YouTube. Check him out. He shows you all of these defensive moves and stuff. He's a big expert. Spyderco uses him a lot. This is the original Yojimbo in blue. This right here is Janik, a Spyderco Ronin. Fixed blade knife. Janik working with Snot, I don't know. Is it Snooty? You guys tell me, the custom knife maker. I used to check him out on YouTube a lot. But anyway, it is a fixed blade knife. Again, see that? He really loves that blade shape. So he worked on doing a small blade shape like this one. Here's the Yojimbo 2, little different than the 1, and a little different than the Ronin. Still same concept from Michael Janik and Spyderco. And so what they did for Car Arms is they did that with this. And I tell you, I love having this in my pocket. They wanted an urban tactical knife that was small. Because it's under 3 inches, it's legal everywhere in the US, okay? If it was 3 inches, which is what the regular Delica blade is, it's illegal in a lot of cities. So they did that. FRN scales, it's exactly like a Delica with that strong backlock. Again, it's a wonderful EDC knife. You don't have to be stabbing something to use this. It's just like a Delica, just 2.5 inches, but it also has that tactical blade. Easy. The Delica fits wonderful in your pocket, and man, I like that. Now that is blue jean blue, and that's why I'm carrying it, because I'm wearing blue jeans today. They also make a black one. Again, they make these so that they blend into the jeans that you're wearing, so that not only are they in your pocket because they're clipped in your pocket, but also the colors. And that is why the last one is khaki. I love these. You know, they don't show up in my EDC a lot. They really don't. They do every now and then. But a lot of times when I get home and I've taken everything out of my pocket, I'm even walking around in my boxers. Yes, too much information. I got you. And then I have to run out to the store, and I'm running out. Sometimes I don't put all this back in my pocket. I just throw one of these in because I think it's really handy and it can really do some damage. You should look at that video. Look up Delica, Car Arms, and Janik, and he'll go through some paces with this exact knife, and you'll see what I mean. I really like him as a designer, and it's just a human being. I don't know him personally, but he really seems to have his stuff together. But I like that knife. A lot of talk about the knife because it's a weird Delica. Some people, maybe you, will be saying, all it is a cut up Delica. Spend the money for a regular Delica. You probably live in a place where 3 inches works for you, she said. But, you know, and the other thing is, of course, a Delica can do damage. This can do damage. A sharp, pointy thing can do damage. But this is really put together as a tactical knife. Anyway, I love them. I love them as an EDC knife, and that is my run to the grocery store knife. And my last knife, this is what really started everything off. I just wanted to carry my Manix 2. I have not carried the Manix 2, and this is my newest one. This is the Manix 2, lightweight, of course, blue. it has, I keep calling it FRN scales. And the reason I do is I just don't want to go through, but I will for you guys. It's really not FRN scales, even though it feels like all the FRN. FRN, by the way, is Spyderco's fiberglass reinforced nylon. I tell you, it's like space age plastic to me, right? It feels like that. These lightweight Manix is actually what they call FRCP, which is fiberglass reinforced copolymer. Way too much information. I didn't even understand FRN, so you know I don't understand that. But anyway, it's a different kind of FRN. It still feels the same. It's very light, very light. They have my clip on it, which is great for the Manix 2. The Manix 2, it has 3.4-inch blade, but here's the special part. And I can actually pronounce this. It's S110v steel, buddies. S110v steel. It's one of the many regular knives that Spyderco has upgraded the blade to 110. S110v steel. Great, great super steel. Great steel. CPM. Oh man, S110v. They've done it on a number of their knives. The paramilitary, the native, a lot of knives are coming out with S110v steel. They are not sprint runs, which means they are not limited to only 1,000. It's not a limited edition. The price did not go through the ceiling. This is a regular production knife. It'll be around for a while. If you see lightweight with these dark blue, or you see the Blurple G10, a mix of dark blue and dark purple, the internet's calling them Blurple, that's a hint that it's S110v steel. Oh man, go for it. It's a production knife price, but that's my, oh, and it's so light. You know what I love what they've been doing? I know, I'm trying not to go too long. This, of course, has Spyderco's just wonderful lock. I love this ball bearing lock. In this case, it's a plastic. The original was like a ball bearing in there. I just love it. It's so strong. It's so wonderful. At some point, they've got to do like what? After they do the Sage 5 that'll have the compression lock, they have got to do, right? They've got to do a bearing lock, their lock. But anyway, this is really a nice knife. Wonderful carry. It's so light. You put those two together, and it's just a wonderful light carry, and then a fun knife there. Oh man, I really am excited about these knives. Already been out with them early in the morning. I had to do a quick errand, and man, it just feels so nice. I really like it. Obviously, this is the carry. I say it's the carry, but you guys know I was just bringing out the Yojimbos to explain the Car Arms Delica. This is my EDC carry. Those three knives and all the other man stuff that I stuffed in my pockets and will stuff in my pockets all through the day. That's it. That's the picture that you'll see on Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken. But of course, this ain't Instagram. Whenever I go with a same maker carry, and this is just me, you guys, but I'm in my Pelican cases, and all of a sudden I look on the table and, you know, I have the first two knives and I'm considering what I'm going to do for my keychain knife, and I go, man, that's the same carry. Let's play around and see what else we'll do. Well, I was thinking for the medium knife to carry my small Sebenza 21 with that Tanto blade, the Reeve small Sebenza 21. I really love this knife. I do. I love Tanto blades, S35V in steel, and of course, all the other Chris Reeve stuff. I love this blade. This is the knife that got away. I'm going a little faster because I know this is going to go up late, and the longer I go, the longer it'll take to go up. But, this is the knife that got away. The Chris Reeve small Sebenza 21. 2.9. Chris Reeve's smart. Under that 3-inch, 2.9-inch blade. Hey, you guys, thanks a lot for watching. Catch this when it comes up later on tonight or whenever you can. I have over 70 pocket dump deconstructions in a playlist, so just go crazy. I have other knives as well. I'll be posting more knives once I get a second wind from work. Honest, I promise you, a lot of collection videos as well. Don't forget to thumb this up if you love or even just like these videos. Don't forget to comment. You guys participate. I really want a nice community where we can talk and love knives. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're working our way up to 500 subscribers. When we do, I'm going to slap on the desk my most expensive Pelican 1550 case, and we're going to go through it. I really, really enjoy you guys. I really do. Thank you very much for watching and supporting and being a knife freak just like me. I like it that you guys are out there too with this disease. I really appreciate it. You guys have a perfect day. Keep your pockets full. Goodbye.